Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will look at finding a percentage of a quantity. So this is almost the opposite of what we learned in a previous lesson. We've previously learned how to find one quantity as a percent of another. Remember last lesson, we were calculating the percents. We were taking a fraction and converting it to a percentage. But when we're finding a percentage of a quantity, we already know the percentage. What we're calculating is another quantity. So to calculate the percentage of a quantity, we just follow these two steps. We write the percentage as a fraction and multiply by the quantity we're interested in. Okay, probably doesn't make heaps of sense. Hopefully it will after these examples. So let's say I want to find 30% of 90. Well, we know that 30% is the same as 30 over 100. We learned that in a previous lesson. Here we already know the percent. We want to find another quantity. Our answer is just going to be one number. Now we know from doing fractions that of always means times. So 30% is 30 over 100, of means times, so it's just 30 over 100 times 90. And if you put that on your calculator, you get 27. Another way to look at this is 27 out of 90 is 30%. So let's do that here for this one. So we're going to follow the same steps, even though it looks a bit different, because now we've got a decimal as a percent. But we'll do it exactly the same way. 2.5% is 2.5 out of 100, of means times, and we multiply by the quantity. So 2.5 over 100 times 1280 gives us 32. Another way of looking at that, 32 is 2.5% of 1,280. So just remember, when you're finding percentage of a quantity, your answer's just a number. There is no percent sign in the answer. All right, let's look at some word problems. So let's say in a class of 25 students, 60% of them have brown hair. Of the students with brown hair, 20% have green eyes. How many students have both brown hair and green eyes? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate how many people have brown hair. So 60% of the 25 students have brown hair. So we know that 60% is equal to 60 over 100, of means times. If we put that in our calculator, we get 15. 60% of 25 is 15. Another way to look at it, 15 out of 25 is 60%. So we've just found that 15 students have brown hair. Now we're told 20% of these 15 students have green eyes. So to find out how many of the brown-haired students have green eyes, we need to find 20% of 15, and we're going to do it the exact same way. We're going to write the percent as a fraction with denominator 100, of means times, put that in our calculator, we get 3. 3 is 20% of 15. 3 out of 15 is 20%. So, of the 15 people with brown hair, 3 of them had green eyes. So the answer, how many students have both brown hair and green eyes? That is 3. All right, let's look now at a harder worded problem. So in this sort of problem, we're asked at a school, 18% of students are in year 8, 153 students are in year 8. How many students attend the school in total? This one's a bit harder because we're finding the original amount. And you'll see in a second that we have to divide by the percentage. So what are we really doing here? Well, we're saying we took 18% of an unknown quantity, 18% of the total number of students in the school, which we don't know, that somehow equals 153. So we're finding the original amount. What number did we start with, then take 18% of it to get 153? That's what I mean by find the original amount. So let's write in what we know. We know that 18% is 18 over 100. We know that of means times. So this is just an equation. Now you've solved equations like this before. If you want to find an unknown that has had an operation performed on it, you just undo the operation performed on it. So the way that I undo timesing by 18 over 100 is dividing by 18 over 100. That's why we need to divide here. So what goes in the box is just 153 divided by 18%. Of course, 18% is 18 over 100. So putting that in our calculator, we get 850. What does that mean? So what it means is if you take 18% of 850, you get 153. This is the total number of students at the school. And when you take 18% of the total number of students at the school, you get 153 year 8s. So whenever you're finding the original amount, rather than multiplying, which we did in previous examples, you need to divide. You take the quantity and divide by the percent. That's the quick way to do it. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.